Thursday, you would think I'd go on every day during the week, and so I'd be able to keep track of what day of the week it is. Sometimes I think it makes it a little bit more difficult, but it is Thursday, everyone, and today's a very interesting day, actually, and as far as a daily transit goes. So I feel like today and probably tomorrow are going to be some other significant days for you. So we're going to get right into this. I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to get to the gets and we're going to get in and get out. And then, yeah, we're going to figure it out. Okay. So here is the intro, and I will see you in a moment. Hi, guys. Do you guys notice I put those little transitions in a little bit different every day? So, the transitions, I want you to pay attention to the transitions at the very last part because they are actually significant to what we're going to be talking about. I want to speak. Hello, Angelia. Hello, Melinda J. You guys go subscribe to J's channel, please. You can type it just as you see it. Hey, Debbie Parnell, and hello, Melissa Dean. And I know more people are going to be coming in as we get started here today. So today is March 24th, 2022. There's a lot to chat about. Hey, Juanita, how are you, honey? And hello, Dion. Um, there's a lot to chat about today, which I find very interesting. Again, day to day, you guys have been looking at these charts with me. Day to day, there's not a ton of change, but today is very significant. I went and printed off some notes and did a few things here. Because the day for me, I titled this "Your Thoughts Run Wild," or "Your Thoughts Are Running Wild." They probably could be, um, but they are on such a deep subconscious level. Wonder Woman, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Hey, darling. Um, they are on such a subconscious, spiritual, esoteric level that if there's any day, like I've been saying this for a while, I feel like it's the same thing. We're in a season, guys, that we should be not just acknowledging the esoteric, not just acknowledging our spiritual self, not just acknowledging that we're energetic beings having a human experience, not just acknowledging that religion don't work for us anymore, not just acknowledging that, sometimes people aren't completely honest and the very people and entities that we have trusted, um, sometimes with our very lives, may not have been all uptight and right. So I feel like we're not just here just to acknowledge that, but we are also very much, this is the time where we decide what are we going to do about it? How are we going to react to it if we are going to react? And then what our next move is, right? We're in the midst of the great resignation. We're in the midst of the economy changing. We're in the midst of us discovering ourselves and the collective. Um, so yeah, it's time. And I want you to take that time. Hey, Miss Kaza, how are you, lovey? Thank you, Kaza. I want you to take that time. All right, here we go. Okay, and here I am. Here I am, baby. Come and take me. Here I am, baby. baby, won't you come and take me by the hand. Al Green literally popped up into my head. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. Okay. There's some significant stuff let's pay attention to today. I focused in on this stellium right here on Jupiter, Neptune, and Mercury. Now it looks to me like it's going to take another 3 or 4 days for Jupiter and Neptune to come conjunct. I probably should do a video on that. And we have the moon in Sagittarius conjunct the powers of fortune, which is kind of like a very fortunate and that's also actually the galactic center. That's the galactic center. I just realized that. So our emotions are literally hovering over the very center of the Milky Way, the very center of the galaxy, the space, the place where it originated from, the point center, the center point, the balanced point of what there is, all there is in this galaxy and all that there will be. Hovered right directly smack dab over it. What do you want to create with that? Are your thoughts running wild? Are they running a tad bit wild? Good. I want them to. And I want them to run wild and free and deep and clear. That's what I want them to do. Now, it's going to be a little difficult for you to get clarity today, and I'll tell you why. But I feel like if you go deep within, because the moon is in these phases of what we call the waning phases, where it's emptying. We're emptying out. We're purging that which we don't need. We're purging that which no longer serves us. And we are setting into motion the remaining bits and pieces from what we were clearing out or restructuring as a result of the full moon. This is not just the time in between the major lunation points in the cycle are not just wasted time. It's actually, you're supposed to be doing stuff. Sorry, gang. No, I'm not getting enough sleep. I'll try to, though. You are supposed to be doing things, okay? So right now, what we're doing is we're manifesting, we're releasing, we're ditching things that no longer serve us. That's what we're doing. If you're not doing that, you're wasting precious time. This is also while the moon is in Sagittarius, the time for us to really concentrate on our goals, our purpose, give permission, right, to our purpose to provide for our person. That's what we're supposed to be doing during this time, especially while the moon is in Sagittarius and it's in this waning gibbous, right? Waning gibbous, meaning we're emptying it out and we're setting energy into motion so that it can go create, come back, right? We're going to attract it all back before we set new intentions. Now, oh my good Lord, help us all. Okay. So we've got this stellium, we've got Mercury in Pisces. This is Mercury then gives us these thoughts and ties to likening to influences of art, mysticism, and psychology. This is an opportunity for you to speak with emotion. In other words, not so much with logic. So your thoughts are running wild because the logical side of your brain is saying, the spiritual, emotional side of your brain that interacts with that part, I guess this part, says, hey, guess what we can do? We can build this fantastical, magical, beautiful dream. And the logical side says, but I got all this other crap to do over here. I got things to do, people to see. I got all this stuff to do. I don't know if that makes logical sense. And your spiritual side of you is saying it makes no sense, absolutely none logically. But that's exactly why we got to do it. We got to do it now. We're tapping into the subconscious. And when we allow the conscious mind to take over, that's when we can miss a time. We can miss a mark. We can miss a window. We can miss a portal that we think is not ready, that we're not ready for it, that it's not the right timing, but in actuality, correct. Logically, it makes no sense to do this right now. However, energetically, it absolutely does as we're moving still into the beginning of the year, because the next new moon in Aries, we need to be setting some clear intentions on what we're doing for the rest of the year. It's a big deal. This next new moon in Aries is a big darn deal. Now, I want you to go to my website and be sure that you are subscribed to my emails and get my newsletter. Be sure you're signed up for my emails. You'll automatically be signed up for the newsletter because I'm going to be going deep into that in the upcoming newsletters. I'm going to be going deep into that in the upcoming emails prior to the newsletter launch. The next new moon is on April the 1st. So we still have about a week or so. We have a week and a day in preparation, which means we got to get to work on some things so that we can set our proper intentions. All right, gang? So I need you to set logic to the side because this stellium is all about the feeling, the emotion. It's all about the mystic. It's all about the hidden wisdom. It's all about the self conscious and the energetic. This is not about what you can taste, touch, smell, see, and hear and feel. That's not what this is about. This is about what's in your subconscious that's been trying to bust out and be free and to actually guide you through life. And so this is some beautiful 12th house Piscean energy that we have that's squaring against the moon, which typically I would be like, that's just going to be confusion. And I think that there is some confusion on the logical side of it. Whatever you're thinking about doing today, however you're thinking about investing in yourself, however, whatever move you're thinking about making career-wise, in an entrepreneurial sense, in a romantic relationship sense, whatever it is you're thinking about, it doesn't make sense. And I feel like there's a collective consciousness of confusion a little bit because we want to rely on that logic. We want to be able to believe what we see. My daddy used to say an old saying when I was growing up, believe none of what you see and half of what you hear. And this is back in the 70s and the 80s, well before we had, people showing up on green screens and supposedly being in certain areas of the world. This is well before that. This is well before we had the possibility that, is this person really like, honestly, the green screen and CG era that we are in right now, you honestly don't know if the person you're watching on television or on YouTube or on any other internet platform or whatever, you don't even know if that person's really alive or not. Can I be real about that? Like, can we just be real about that? Like, we don't know. Wow. So I guess what I'm saying to you is if you're willing to suspend um, logic and believe what probably to you is actually like you should know there's an actual green screen being shown to you, or you feel it in your gut, right? It's such a good fake that you just don't know for sure, but you feel it in your gut. And even though you feel it in your gut that something's not right with it, you don't necessarily want to just like go with your gut and be like, this isn't right. And so, you just, well, you want to kind of go along with the flow with everybody else. And I'm just trying to tell you today, can you not? But if you're willing to suspend reality and you're willing to suspend logic long enough to believe that that's what's happening, that that's what you're seeing on screen is real, then can you suspend reality long enough to believe in yourself that what you've known that you're meant to do for your entire life, or what you've always wanted to do since you were a little kid, or that in all actuality, whatever the case may be, like that this job maybe not is the right job for you and maybe there's a better career for you and you can go on and achieve that, that you can believe in yourself, that you can go deep within and get, you don't need like an outside source to come save you, to come make you what you are supposed to be. By that I mean like you don't need an outside source to come and give you permission to be who you've always wanted to and who you're meant to be. You don't need anyone's permission for that. You can actually do that yourself. So can you just like suspend belief for a moment and believe in yourself instead? Put as much faith, if we put as much faith into ourselves as we did in what we hear from other external sources, we would be complete and utter alchemists that like created on a dime with effortlessly, because we would stop questioning our higher self. And we would just know that the minute that we say, or the minute that we think, or the minute that we are, right? The minute that the I am presence says, this is what's happening, this is what's happened, this is my world now, it just becomes. That's alchemy. That's real alchemy. It's not turning lead into gold. That's real alchemy. Having such control over your mind and such control over your energy that you create quantumly at the drop of a dime. And that energy here, this Mercury, Neptune, and Jupiter energy put together, compacted together in Pisces, actually grants all of that to you. Okay? And Mercury does kind of make you like doubt your abilities. However, if you can take, you're doubting your abilities because of some past issues you've had, or past failures, or what past people have told you. And this Saturnian energy actually in Aquarius is also encouraging you to kind of go back to your past and heal it. Go back to your past and heal it. It feels a little off, guys. Just follow me. Um, and Venus in the 11th house encourages you to like interact with friends. It encourages you to have an experimental approach to relationships of any kind. So maybe prior to now, you've only interacted with, I don't know. I don't want to say that. But be experimental, be new, right? And that's any relationship, friendship, working relationship, whatever, be open to something new, to get something new, right? Um, Mars, and I'm talking about this right here, this energy right here. This is all also energy of saying, okay, listen, I'm going to need to try something new in order to get something new. And so because I need to try something new to get something new, what am I going to do? First and foremost, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the desire to get what I want, right? I'm going to try something new. I'm going to examine why I haven't done something new up until this point. Because technically, from the moon's perspective, or from the earth's perspective today on this moon calendar, if you were born at the time I ran this, Saturn would be in the 12th house. So Saturn would be giving us this energy, right? Of let's fix the past so we can go into the present and go into the future. Because Saturn in Aquarius is like, it likes being there, but it's still like, yeah, I want some cool freedom, but I still want some structure. So this is that transitory period, right? That we're in. So you're in this transitory period of I want some structure, but I want to be free. So there's got to be a way for me to be free and still create my own structure, which is where this Plutonian energy helps. Now, let's get back to this beauty of a stellium right here. um Jupiter in Pisces is friendly, it is charitable, it is encouraging you to help society, it is encouraging you to have mercy on those that need to have mercy, it encourages you to go deep within and to also be able to accept the gifts from kind of above, if you will, but they're actually coming within. Like accepting the fact that you operate in the clairs, accepting the fact that you see, accepting the fact that you can read tarot, accepting the fact that you're mystical, accepting the fact that you are a counselor or a healer or whatever. Accept that, but also then you're able to see where people have like BS'd you the whole time and that you've put them in this place of like higher space, and now they're discovering the God within, so to speak, the divine nature within, and so now you're ready to take them down. Neptune, this other one, the one that looks like a pitchfork in Pisces, it's home as well. This is giving you a natural gift of faith, so that's why I'm asking you to direct your faith towards yourself and stop directing your faith towards all these sources that you've already found out are not telling you the truth or have their own agenda. Stop, stop it. Stop putting your faith over there. It's not doing you any darn good. So cut it out. Is it helping anything? Absolutely freaking not. So why are you still doing it? Huh? Why are you still doing it? So that's what today is to me is about. Let your thoughts run wild, but let them run wild on the possibilities and the probabilities of the future and make a decision to do something completely different today than you've ever done before. Make that decision to maybe go out on the limb and like if you're willing to take a chance on something, like today is the day to kind of go on and take that chance. Today is the day to sit there and say, you know what, I'm not just going to continue to do the status quo. I'm going to follow my dreams. I'm going to listen to my spirit. I'm going to listen to my divinity. Right? So, all the crazy thoughts, whatever, don't matter to me. Go off and get it. All right? Do it. We're going to pull a card here really quick. Hey, Illuminating Mystic, how are you? How are you? How are you? Melissa, I hope I said hello to you already. You got to chase what you want. You cannot expect things to come. Right. So you have to go after it. You have to send your energy out and go create it. It's not coming to you. Nobody's coming to you. Nobody's coming for you. Okay? Nobody's coming for you. I had a gut feeling and I ignored it and revamped some things in your life. Yeah. Listen, you do what you need to do. And I would venture to say that that was your gut feeling that told you to revamp things. Hey, Justia Justice. How are you? Elon Musk has no flying car in space. Oh, we're talking about the CG? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I listen, I don't know how you guys feel about like flat earth thought processes. But I did a while back. I had Flat Earth Dave. You should guys go find that Sunday Soul podcast. And he doesn't believe the same way like the flat earth what are they? Society or whatever I think it is. He doesn't believe in flat earth the same way. He's very interesting and um I really want to have him back on and have him on live so people can ask him questions. But um when he shows these pictures of the satellites and when you realize that the satellites are all they're all photographs, like there's no like or they're like images, they're not photographs. And that's different. Like nobody's given us a space photograph. I don't think. of a satellite. Anyway, I don't know. Take a look. I'm glad you revamped your business. Awesome. Speaking of revamping your business, if you're ready to either revamp or start your business, I want you to go down into the description box and go to that bit.ly link that I have. It's a not bit.ly. It's a Linktree link that I have down there. Linktree at linktr.ee/heart of inspiration. And if you're ready to become a practical light worker, and that could mean like you're a life coach right now and you want to add the esoteric. Maybe you've learned some of the esoteric and the modalities. You want to learn some more and you want to create a business. Maybe you just want to create a business, or maybe you want to get on my wait list for the council, which is mastermind. So those of my healers that are out here in business and you're making high 5 figures to low 6 figures a year in your business, I'm creating a mastermind just for you, and that is coming shortly. All right, gang, here we go. You guys ready? I like this card. Y'all get inflow with money today. Get inflow with money. I'm going to pull one more. Oh, it's going to pull itself. Change maker, make waves. Change maker, make waves, and be in flow with money. Guys, don't forget that a Jupiter Mercury transit is also real good for the funds. It's good for the money. Okay. Hey, Rena Love and Light. How you doing, love? How you doing, darling? So it's good for the money. Illuminating Mystic. We back on that one. So don't forget that that is a good transit for that. So be in flow with money. Change makers make waves. I want you to make waves in your life and other people's lives. I want you to make waves in this collective. Good positive waves, okay? Waves towards your change towards changing your life. All right. I'm going to answer this one question that I'm out here. So are we really looking at seeing outer space, or is it an illusion? With our own eyes, are we seeing outer space? Absolutely. Whatever that reality of outer space needs to look like for us to be able to comprehend it in the 3D. We are seeing the 3D version of outer space, of other dimensions. And I'm going to leave it there. I think a little bit later, y'all, we are going to have some discussions. I've been putting together a whole lot of, I take the celebrity news and then I help you understand from like things like empaths and narcissists and toxic femininity, toxic masculinity, divine femininity, divine masculinity. I think I'm gonna pick apart some of the more of the Wendy Williams stuff tonight. From an empath and narcissist situation, and what happens when, as an empath, we don't heal ourselves. Because she got a whole lot of narcissists messing around. So, oh, no problem, darling. No problem. Thanks. Yeah, go back and it's with oh God, when did I air that? February? I think I aired it in February with Flat Earth Dave, Sunday Soul Podcast. All right, guys. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna come on a little bit later on. I'll have my braids down by that point. So y'all see something, y'all. It might be au naturel. I might be hiding behind an avatar. We'll see. All right, guys. I will see you all soon. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so much. Namaste, guys. Bye-bye.